Hi guys, this is John from Meat University, and this is Meat Processing Equipment 203, maintenance for your meat mixer. As I've said on here many times, a meat mixer is an important piece of equipment if you're making a cured sausage like summer sausage or snack sticks. With one of these, you're going to get the proper level of protein extraction far more easily than doing it by hand, and it's going to take less time. Mixers like the 20 and 44 pound mixers from Weston operate on a paddle system where the paddle scoops through the chamber, picks up the meat, and drops it back down on the bottom of the mixer. They also have tabs that stick out of the canister that will help separate the meat and keep it spinning and prevent it from getting stuck on the axle. Now, these can be somewhat difficult to clean and reassemble. So we're going to go through the basics of how to fully disassemble, clean, and then reassemble both of these models. The first thing to know is that when you're disassembling it, you do not want to unscrew the pivot knob until after you've taken out the axle. Now, underneath the pivot knob, you're going to find two little set or securing screws that need to be loosened with an Allen wrench. Once these have both been loosened, you should be able to pull the knob away from the mixer. So this is going to pull the pivot pin away from the axle and give you enough room to slide it out. Now that the axle is out, you need to unscrew the pivot knob. You can do this either by grabbing the brass pivot pin on the inside or by tightening this set screw that's closest to the mixer's body. Once that's unscrewed, the brass pivot pin will come out into the mixer's tub. Now you need to thoroughly wash everything and making sure that you're removing all the fat, grease, or anything else from all parts of the mixer. You need to pay special attention to the pivot base where the pivot knob was. The easiest way I found to clean this is with a pipe brush. These areas definitely accumulate a lot of meat, and the next time you go to use it, you're going to have a sanitation issue on your hands. Now you can reassemble this by just reversing the steps above. As you're reassembling it, you want to tighten the inside set screw so that the pivot knob will screw back into it before you do anything else. Once that's done, you can then loosen that screw so that it will spin, and then tighten the set screw that's furthest away from the body. That'll keep the pivot knob where it's supposed to be. Real quick, while we have this out, the gear pattern right here where the handle was, if you remove the head of a Butcher or Pro Series, then you're going to see the same pattern repeated that's behind the auger. This is how these hook up to those types of grinders and how that grinder powers that mixer. The 20 pound model is similar but different enough that it needs its own walkthrough. The first thing you're going to do is unscrew the knob that holds the handle onto the shaft and remove the handle and pull the brass pin out of that hole. Now the pivot knob on the opposite side is a bit of a conundrum, as the tighter you screw it, the looser the pin on that side will be. So you're going to want to tighten it all the way. You can see the pin moving back further into the pivot base as you do this. Once it's all the way tightened, grab the pivot knob and pull it away from the tub of the mixer. That's going to give you enough room to slide out that axle. Now you need to loosen the knob. As you do, you should see the pin being pushed further back into the tub. Once it's all the way off, you can pull the pivot pin out and the spring that's behind it will come out as well. Thoroughly wash and dry everything before reassembling. Again, pay special attention to the holes on both sides of the tub. A pipe cleaner is the best way I've found to do this. Now to reassemble, just reverse the process by first pushing the pivot pin and the spring into the pivot base and screwing the knob on all the way, so as much of the pin is hidden inside the base as possible. Once you've finished reassembly, you might notice that quite a bit of the pin from the handle side is showing. You need to loosen the pivot knob until you see the base of the pin on the side that comes in contact with the axle. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and visit waltonsinc.com and meatgistics.com to find everything but the meat. Thanks for watching. I'm John with Meat University, and I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to Walton's YouTube channel to watch more amazing videos, or shop at waltonsinc.com to find everything but the meat. Check out our latest sales and giveaway video here, or watch another hand-picked video by clicking here.